we go to, yet again, another episode of They Just Can't Hate This Woman Enough. The WNBA.
Come on, man. Give me a little break here.
During a game with the Chicago Sky, Hellman's Dijonais Carrington clotheslines Indiana's Sophie Cunningham, gets hit with a flagrant,
Hold up.
thrown out of the game,
Wait a minute.
and then complains it's white privilege.
Shut up, bitch.
I'm Jazz Berganzo on this. When asked whether it was intentional or not, Sophie, damn straight it was.
Brilliant.
What a bitch.
You're being a little bitch.
Oh, that last part was me, but... Fuck! It's what's next. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Happy Sunday. Yes, it is the weekend edition, and I just could not let this weekend go by without these bombs being dropped all over the place. What am I talking about? Well, the WNBA once again is in the limelight. Could it be because of its exciting play? Championship prowess. Caitlin Clark. No, and no. Once again, it's about Sophie Cunningham, the most hated woman in women's sports today. Why? Because she calls out facts between men and women, and of course they hate her guts for it. We're on to another episode of They Just Can't Hate This Woman Enough. The haterade is being poured out left and right. So the other night, last night, there was a game against the Chicago Sky. Of course, Sophie Cunningham driving to the court, driving to the rim. Driving to the bucket. She's about to score. In comes Hellman's Dijonais Carrington, clotheslines her a la Rock, and all hell breaks loose. A flagrant 2 is called. She's thrown out of the game, and then has the balls to go on X and call it white privilege. Wow. Sophie, your thoughts? And here we go. This coming out of Outkick. Sophie Cunningham speaks out against Dijonais Carrington after flagrant foul and white privilege post. Carrington was ejected after striking Cunningham across the face during Indiana Fever's 90-86 win over the Sky. Sophie Cunningham spoke out against Chicago Sky's Dijonais Carrington after the Fever's win on Saturday. Carrington was ejected after the game in the first half after smacking Cunningham across the face during a Cunningham layup attempt, which she scored, by the way. She clearly went for the ball. Come on. What? Clearly, I think it was unnecessary. These are Sophie's comments. I never really spoke to her and have no beef with her, but I guess she has some pent-up stuff. So get your shit off. That's fine. I could take it. Yeah, it's intentional, Cunningham said per ESPN's Kareem Copeland on X. Quote, she has no reason to be doing any of that. So it's a good way to get her kicked out. I don't even know her. She wasn't even on the team last year. Oh, and all that was going on. But I do think that when people play the Fever, we're nationally televised. There's a lot of eyes on us, and people just want the attention, and that's her just trying to get her attention. Again, was it intentional? Damn straight it was. After the foul, Cunningham and Carrington were seen getting each other's faces and yelling, and referees had to separate them. Cunningham was about to throw down. She was about to throw down. And as you can see, a little hand on the throat. A little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe it's just me. After Carrington's ejection, she went on Threads, and wrote white privilege and tagged Indiana Fever. Cunningham rejected Carrington's suggestion that the ejection had anything to do with race whatsoever. Cunningham's response, I think the league is taking care of that. This has nothing to do with race. Last year, I did the same thing and got kicked out, and I deserve to do so. I think the league is going to take care of that. I'm sorry. This is just, again, repeating. There's no reason to ever play that card, Cunningham added. Meanwhile, Cunningham's own coach, Stephanie Whooite, defended Carrington in a post-game press. Yes, defended Carrington. Not Sophie. Carrington. In a press conference while agreeing that the flagrant foul ejection was the right call. And again, this is a woman who doesn't know what a woman is. Yeah, I mean, it was a hard foul. I don't think Dijonais intentionally came out to get her across the neck like she did, but it did happen, and I thought it was the right call. But one of the things about Nay is that she's going to play her butt off. I mean, man, she can compete. Nobody's going to walk in for a layup, and so I don't oppose the hard foul, but I also don't think she intentionally went for the neck. Did you not watch the video? Sophie got clotheslined. The Rock will go, hey, you know what? That's pretty good. While Whooite previously coached Carrington when they were both with the Connecticut Sun in 23 and 24, the 24 playoffs, Carrington poked Fever phenom Caitlin Clark in the eyeball. Yes, it's called video. You can look it up. Carrington's current coach, Talia Marsh, also defended Carrington, and he's believed that there wasn't a flagrant foul at the moment. I'm sorry, but it wasn't. Even though, again, you can clearly see her getting almost decapitated, but who cares? Come on, it's just a hard foul. In the moment, I thought that she made a play on the ball, but I didn't think it warranted a flagrant 2. I didn't see it in the replay, so that was my initial thoughts. I didn't see the replay. But after seeing the replay, you change your mind, right? No. I haven't looked at the play since, so I really don't know whether it was justified or not. Bullshit. Marsh also declined to comment on Carrington's white privilege post. He also rejected the notion that Carrington may have to come into the game with more emotion to play against Cunningham due to Cunningham's recent public stance in support of protecting women's sports. I don't think there's ever ill intent
for Dejanay Carrington. Here's Cunningham up ahead of the field, lays it in, plus the foul, and then Cunningham gets into the face of Dejanay Carrington right away in the aftermath.
Right in there, wrapped her arms around her teammate to make sure this did not escalate any further. You see Timpson right there grabbing her and just getting her out of the way.
Criteria for flagrant foul.
I'll be stunned if this is not upgraded to a flagrant 2.
And any other prior flagrants would tell you as soon as they saw one replay of that was going to be a flagrant 2.
You could tell watching it live it was going to be a flagrant 2.
There's wind-up, there's follow-through, there's potential for injury. The player's in a vulnerable position. And so Dejanay Carrington, who had been off to an incredible start, is now ejected from the game.
And Dejanay went straight onto Threads after being ejected and said white privilege and tagged Indiana Fever.
Here's
my thoughts. Let's call bullshit where it is. And this is not even a Monday. Usually Monday, I start off a new day, new week, new bullshit. But this bullshit is going on right now on a Sunday. The fact of the matter is that the video clearly shows that Dijonnaise, and yes, I'm calling her Dijonnaise intentionally because Dijonnaise, mayonnaise, French's cousin, it doesn't matter. But that was intentional. There was no play on the ball whatsoever. And if anybody thinks there was, you're retarded. You don't know the game. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. She clearly got clotheslined. Now, if that wasn't better, if that was just left alone, she got hit with a flagrant 2, got thrown out of the game, that would have been the end of it. Okay, she would have been asked was it intentional or not. Sophie said yes, end of story, right? No. Carrington decided to double down and throw up the white privilege card. Yeah, she pulled out the Al Sharpton card and threw it down and claimed white privilege. Yes, because Cunningham's white, blonde, pretty, the reason why Carrington got hit with a flagrant 2. No, because you got hit with a flagrant 2 because you never made a play on the ball and you literally clotheslined her onto the floor. But she did make the basket. And she got her 2 shots. And of course, Indiana did go on to win the game. But that's all on the back end. The fact of the matter is that this league hates Sophie. They hated Caitlin Clark first, but Sophie's like, hold my beer. They hate her guts. They can't stand her. Why? Because she calls out facts. When you have a league that is run by angry black lesbians, when you have a league that is coached by angry lesbians, when you have a league that has no problem with dudes who like to throw pretty playing in their league, and speaking of, I'm sure you've all heard this, 2 male players. Yes, Royce Whooite and Enes Kanter Freedom have declared themselves eligible for the 27 draft in the WNBA. They both read the guidelines. They both read the bylines. They both read the rules of who can enter and who cannot. There's not a single damn thing in there that says dudes who claim to be pretty cannot play in the women's league. Well, of course, we're hearing rumors that the commissioner, is calling, is getting together with, the other coaches and what have you, and going over the rules and probably getting in Adam Silver, of course, who's the commissioner of the NBA, getting in his ear and say, hey, you know what? Wait, we cannot have this. We cannot have 2 male dudes who are over 6 feet tall, 6'5", 6'6", 220, 260, play in our league. But yet, there was a story about a French guy who's over in France right now, dude likes to feel pretty, who is 6'3", 220, dominating the women's professional leagues over there, and was asked, if you were to come, if the WNBA would reach out to you, would you say no? He said no. I would say yes. So there's all that. But once again, we finish another episode of how much can we hate on Sophie? Oh, a hell of a fucking lot. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Borganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.